Hello, my name is Karen Croney. I'm just coming on to just do a quick response on the Marcus Aubrey video. And a lot of people seem to be triggered by this. A lot of people are responding. And I think it has to do with just the response and the maybe not triggered, but feeling the call to respond is something to do with the collective. How many people watch his channel and then portraying it as a new, forgot the word they used, but like a new way, a new paradigm of relationship where, you know, the wife, Balota, I think that was her name, she actually, you know, I mean, if you imagine like when these things are being pressed on her and it's against her nature and she's fighting that because she sees it as growth, you know that's got to be coming from Aubrey. I mean, or Marcus, whatever his name is, but you know, she's clearly not wanting it, but the way that I'm sure he's with her when she's going through it and the conversation's happening, and as a strong masculine, I guess it seems that way, but as a strong masculine, I'm sure he's giving her the guidance around it. Transmute it, let it go through you. You're free now once you go through this. But she's not free. She's aching every day. And, you know, I just felt so sad. And I know she asked us not to project on her, and that's fine. I don't want to project or judge or any of that. I'm into love and I'm into connection. But I just feel like I just don't feel right about it. And intuitively I just felt, no. You know, you are breaking open and you are, I understand that concept. I understand when you do even get a broken heart by somebody, that heart breaks open and widens the heart and allows you to love even more if you do the work with it. But this is a constant bearing, probably for her, even though she feels like she comes through the freedom of it, she's also coming back to it over and over and over again because it's there. And it's subtly giving her that she's not enough for his wild eroticism. And believe me, she is. She can handle it. All women know how to serve a man tenfold, more than they can handle. As long as they are aligned with her properly and they know how to not give up when they're feeling, you know, that's the problem when men are feeling bored with a woman. They don't realize they have the power and the key to open her even more. And it's not through heartbreak. It's not through making her go through something that is breaking her open. It's more about being able to call her forward into more of what he wants. A woman has, I've wanted to teach this for so long, but a woman has multiple personalities, okay? And that is not a problem. That is just how she's made up. She's a spiritual being. She can bring all of who she's ever been forth if it's called from the masculine. And to me, what they're doing is giving up on her. I think she's the main one that's suffering. She's getting it's. They're giving up on her. Even though, oh yeah, he's spreading his time. When she's in her bed, I guarantee you, if she was honest with herself, it would be the hardest thing for her. but she's not. She's acting like, oh, let me break open again. How many times do you need to break your heart in one lifetime or one relationship? And great, you've made it even that she goes out into another relationship. And honestly, I watched it with an open heart, because I am very much like, my first thing is not to judge. But I was watching it and I was just like, I don't like to express, but I just felt like, bullshit. This is bullshit. This is a delusion. And I get downloads. I have angels coming and lifting my arms to help me heal my body with my own Reiki. I've experienced things spiritually. But there is no way that Isis told him to get both of them pregnant. Do you know how much pain that's going to cause to add another level of dimension into it with children? And I just want the woman to know, you can have your own man. And I get it that it's a long wait before the man that you want and that can really give you your needs that you need can come to you. I believe that, when you're doing your work, that man will come that you need. And if he doesn't, it will be in the next lifetime. Do something with yourself. Create. Live. Have experiences. It's not all about, making love all the time. Yes, that's gorgeous. It opens up things in you, and I think we all do need love. I do believe that. I think honestly, people always say, oh, I think we're whole without a relationship on ourselves. And technically we are. We are born and we die alone. But then we join back to our soul families. But in reality, it's like the next lifetime, what you're doing now is preparing you for the next lifetime. And I just don't think she needs to be breaking it. She's on the verge all the time of crying. And I know she's giving that definition as, this is something that I'm beginning to have more freedom in. And I just don't have the words, to be honest, but I'm trying here. Why is she, I bet you Alana's not breaking. I think she came in, so she has to be the one that just knows what she's getting into. Even though she's young, and I still think there was manipulation there with her and him, how he got her in, and she was at a very vulnerable time in her life. So I do think there's definitely harm with her, but she's young enough to go through it and learn from it, and then go on and find the love of her life. And I feel my heart feels like, I don't want to say I'm sad for her, because I don't want, if she heard that, it'd feel really weird for me to say that, because I don't know them. I'm not in their situation, but at the same time, I just want her to know that one man will love her in every way that she needs to be, and trust that, because it's not easy to wait. I understand. And it's a lot easier to be taken care of by a man and to not want to sacrifice that part of it. And somebody said this on one of the response videos. They said that they need to go on their own for a while, all three of them, for 3 months, and let their bodies adjust back, and the cords snap back in everybody, and let everybody feel what they feel, and just see what's real then. And if this is real for you, go for it. But you're reeled in right now. And I know that Vi said she went off with someone else and they broke up for 3 months. But be alone. Be alone. Be alone. I'm not saying you're supposed to be alone in this life. I'm just saying be alone long enough that you can readapt to yourself without another and be strong in that. That's what all of this astrology right now has been calling us to with the North Node was in Aries. It's like, come back to you so that you can be better in a relationship. There's a lot of manipulation there. I felt it more. I've always felt that with him, but I felt it so much here. And like I said, I believe in you seeing a star and all that stuff that can happen. I believe in downloads, but downloads don't come so literal. They come. They don't come like you have to have pregnant both of these ladies. They don't come like that. Downloads come, and they're always aligned, and there's always an agreement with higher selves of each other. And I guarantee you, they both didn't have that agreement in their higher selves. It was him. He impregnated that thought and that idea, and he put it in that way so they could say, oh, wow, it was downloaded to him, so it must be right. That's the way it was, presented. I'm sure he believes everything he's saying too, believe it or not. I do. I don't think he realizes that he's manipulating. That can happen. So anyway, I am the doctor too. Oh my gosh. He is the biggest bullshit there. Like he is, I'm telling you, that man he is out of his mind. I feel something around him that is not good. And his language is bullshit. That's all I have to say. I can't say any more than that. His language is bullshit. Sorry to be so blunt, but that's what it is. And I felt it. And look, I'm open. I've had opportunities to have, polygamy. And I was open to it for my love because I did love him so much. But he came back and said, I cannot do that because I don't want any one of you guys to suffer because I would probably want to hang around you more. So I don't want to bring this other person in to hurt them, because I'd want to be around you more. We had more in common. We had more everything that was like we did in a daily life that was really like well integrated. And so, that was, to me, I respected that so much because I was younger. I was willing to be vulnerable and grow and I did care for the other woman because, we were friends and I cared for her and I wanted her to be happy and all of that. I get it. It's beautiful, but it's not fair to you or the person that has to sacrifice any night and he's with another woman. That is so unnatural. That is so unnatural. That is why it's a big problem in our world where men cheat. And the reason that men cheat is because they do not have enough of themselves and then have that enough of themselves and then grow from there in love. That devotion in love is how you can get to the next levels. There's so many levels up the ladder when it comes to a man and a woman. And I believe putting a third person in there because you don't have your erotic self fulfilled by one woman is like, please, go do your homework because a man can draw a lot more out of a woman and they don't need a third. They can't even handle one woman. I'm telling you, I don't care what he is or how much money he has. He cannot handle both of those women. There are universes inside each of those women. And he's trying to navigate that with these reins, and it's very tug of war and push and pull. I just see it in the conversations and the way he looks and they look, and it's just, oh my God, I'm so glad that people are seeing through this. And just, just to end this video, this long video was supposed to be a short video, just to end it, I am not judging them. I am just intuitively, I received it, I listened open-mindedly, and I received it, and it is not real of what they think it is. So I hope you guys get a chance to watch it. Marcus Aubrey, his videos, I've watched a few of them in the past, but yeah, that was all I wanted to say.